Welcome to the ROI of Volunteering. I'm Monica McClintock, SPHR, with the SHRM Garden State Council of New Jersey. I'm here to share with you the experiences of HR professionals who, through their relationships and volunteer activities, realized a return on their investment far beyond their original expectations. Sit back and relax as these HR professionals and business owners tell their personal stories of how they transformed their careers, businesses, and relationships with their customers and communities. Now let's take a look at how volunteering can do the same thing for you. Join in with thousands of HR professionals who are building their careers.
I look at volunteerism as part of my responsibilities as an HR professional.
Just building the networking skills.
Becoming a better speaker, getting used to presenting.
I personally benefited from volunteering where people got to know me, know my abilities and skills, and in fact enabled me to progress through my career, I feel, at a very quick pace.
For me, at that stage of my career, to get that speaking experience, to get on your feet and to talk to a crowd has been so invaluable in so many ways.
One of the most important business programs that I've been able to extract from my volunteer work was actually on strategic planning. And I got that experience first through Tri-State.
I got so much out of it because it was a chance to develop my skills as a speaker in terms of providing short, concise, and educational material to HR professionals and to have them get to know you.
I think it gives me a much firmer grasp on understanding some of the mindsets and some of the concerns that people will have.
I get back as much information and as much educational value from these HR people as I think we provide them when it comes time to giving our legal updates.
Both of them looked at me and said, would you like to be involved? And I jumped at the opportunity.
Most importantly, I think the reason people don't volunteer is because they don't feel they have the time. And I think the number one thing I can say to anybody is make the time. You always can find the time to do something because giving back is what it's all about. And whether it's your time, your talents, whether it's in HR, whether it's mentoring somebody or teaching, or whether it's money, whatever you can do, you should give back. It's really why we're all here. And it's a really nice thing for an organization to do. It's good for an individual, and it's what it's all about.
Volunteering is also the ROI you gain from building relationships within your communities.
But, we can't measure it. We can't go to our CFO and say, hey, how much have we gotten for working with SHRM, or for working with Recordings for the Blind, or working with United Cerebral Palsy? There's no way to measure that, and yet you know that the feedback is there, the feeling in the community is there.
We see the value in helping those nonprofit companies out and helping our contacts to continue their education.
Well, I think it's very important to the company to have senior officers out and volunteering and spending their time, and I think that it really serves as a leadership model for the other folks in the company to see somebody in a senior position spending their time and being dedicated to community causes.
I think we all have the feeling that we want to give back. And I think most people who are halfway decent have that feeling. They want to make a difference, not just make a profit, but make a difference even outside of the direct line of, the product or service you provide.
Business owners are increasingly creating value by supporting volunteerism.
One of the things I think I really enjoy about getting back from SHRM is it really gets your finger on the pulse of what the HR folks are dealing with on a day in and day out basis.
People who may have, when we first started, might have been a little lower on the rung in an organization, but are now in positions of authority and significant authority, and are calling on Jackson Lewis lawyers when they need them.
And I do think it's just good business. You get to know people, you get experiences.
They can find ways, perhaps creative ways, to reach out to new people that may have quite a bit to offer to their company or their organizations.
It's helping our business grow because we're making contacts, building better relationships with our existing clients, as well as they're bringing in, business partners of theirs who we're then building relationships with and helping our business affinity to grow.
We set up a hotline where every member, and there's more than 700 of them, I think, at this point, can call me directly as a hotline person and talk through an issue.
So you need to tie it back into their strategic business plan.
I think volunteering is a very important part of one's professional life, and I think that not only does it support the community, but I also think that it brings a great amount of positive publicity for the company, and it's a way to market your name in the community with your customers.
So it's just good business all the way around.
What is it?
It's a tremendous asset and tremendous value for their members.
It's been an absolutely terrific way to meet HR professionals.
It's really a rich interaction of different ideas and thoughts.
It's really building relationships between, myself and those people as well as our companies.
It's just such a good win. Like you said, it's win-win.
If people don't think they have the time, you can make the time. Do it. I would just say, do it.